Avram Glazer has decided to sell the club 100%. Manchester United's shocking 7-0 loss against Liverpool upset all the fans. After these events, the shares of Manchester United also lost a lot of value. Avram Glazer, the owner of Manchester United, complained about this situation and has now decided to sell the club completely. According to the News of the Sun newspaper, Avram Glazer is said to have called Joel Glazer and said, "The value of the club is decreasing day by day, so we have to sell the club without waiting any longer." Qatari Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani and Sir Jim Ratcliffe are among those currently interested in buying Manchester United. Both previous offers are far from what Avram Glazer wanted, but Avram and Joel Glazer had no choice but to sell the club. Avram and Joel Glazer are planning to make a big investment in another sector by selling the club and are therefore expected to sell Manchester United later this month. So what is your opinion on this? How much do you think Manchester United will be sold for? Manchester United will take action for Tammy Abraham in the summer. Manchester United are likely to sign a key forward this summer, and Tammy Abraham was recently reported to be an evaluated player. United watchers are watching him closely at the Stadio Olimpico ahead of a possible move at the end of the season, according to The Athletic. It was also seen in the last Liverpool match that a clear forward needs to be transferred. It is becoming more and more obvious that Wout Weghorst is not at Manchester United quality. Premier League rivals Chelsea currently have a €80 million buyback clause for Abraham, and Roma will allegedly resist for a similar transfer fee. Abraham is open to returning to the Premier League in the near future, and Erik ten Hag is making an effort to do so. Abraham joined Roma from Chelsea in the summer of 2021. He had a great first season, scoring 27 goals in 53 games. But the only thing that makes me think right now is that it will be sold for €80 million. For Tammy Abraham, giving €80 million can be a very risky situation. So what is your opinion on this matter? Should €80 million be given for Tammy Abraham? Gary Neville rips apart Bruno Fernandes after the Portuguese pleaded to get substituted against Liverpool. Former Manchester United captain Gary Neville has described Bruno Fernandes as an embarrassment for his antics during his shocking defeat to Liverpool yesterday. Bruno Fernandes, who wore the captain's armband, was among the worst performers. Neville was on punditry duty for Sky Sports during the game. He claimed Fernandes pleaded to be substituted when Antony was introduced in the 85th minute. Gary Neville on Bruno Fernandes: "Bruno was standing in midfield with his arms raised. Why is he doing that? Honestly, I have to say that some of his behavior in this second half was embarrassing." With Harry Maguire warming the bench for most of the season, Erik ten Hag has trusted Fernandes with the captain's armband. The Portuguese player has been terrific for United since he arrived 3 years back. However, he often lets the supporters down with his annoying behavior. Fernandes often wildly waves his arms towards his teammates to show them his frustration. There is no doubt that Fernandes is a star player. He generally plays for the badge and gives his all on the pitch. Stick together. Marcus Rashford issues defiant message after Man United loss versus Liverpool. Marcus Rashford urged everyone to stay together after Manchester United's 7-0 loss to Liverpool at Anfield on Sunday afternoon. Jurgen Klopp's men were rampant against the Reds and secured their biggest ever competitive win against United. Erik ten Hag's side, meanwhile, have now gone 8 games without a win at Liverpool, where they have only won 3 times since December 2007. Rashford struggled to impact the clash and found it difficult up against Virgil van Dijk. However, he has insisted that United must not let the disappointing loss define their season, which has already seen them win the Carabao Cup. The England ace also claimed that it was vital the players continue to trust the process under ten Hag at Old Trafford. "I wish we played a better game today to fix things, but it didn't happen. We have to look ahead and trust the team," Rashford said on Twitter. The 25-year-old has registered 25 goals and 9 assists in all competitions for the Reds this season, including 14 strikes in the Premier League. Despite failing to get on the scoresheet at Anfield, he still remains joint third in the goal-scoring charts. Manchester United's signing of the 21-year-old striker is now inevitable. According to a report, Manchester United are going strong with a deal to sign Goncalo Ramos this summer. United boss Erik ten Hag will be given the funds to further strengthen his squad this summer. And a report on Monday morning suggests he wants to make 3 marquee signings to push his side towards a push for title glory. As a result, the United boss is reportedly planning to sign a new famous forward, a midfielder and a right back. At just 21 years of age, Ebola claims Ten Hag has been won over by the Benfica striker's abilities. And there is a growing feeling at Old Trafford that a deal for Ramos will prove easier to get over the line this summer. And the report claims a summer move for Ramos now seems inevitable, with Ten Hag pulling out all the stops to land his signing. Ramos has scored 21 goals and scored 8 assists in 33 games in all lanes this season for Benfica. But United's first job this summer will be to tie David De Gea to a new deal at Old Trafford. The 32-year-old goalkeeper is currently in the last 4 months of his contract and is eligible to leave as a free agent this summer. However, United has the option to extend his stay for another 12 months. According to the Daily Telegraph, De Gea has agreed to extend his stay at United. This deal will allow De Gea to accept a discount on its current £375,000 weekly package. But while Ten Hag is happy to extend De Gea's stay, he is looking to bring in a new, senior goalkeeper to push his place as number one. Manchester United confident of landing 22-year-old Bundesliga fullback. Manchester United are becoming increasingly confident in signing Bayer Leverkusen star Jeremie Frimpong ahead of the upcoming transfer window, according to Caught Offside. Erik ten Hag has good knowledge of the Netherlands international player. The Dutch manager wants to sign the 22-year-old player at Old Trafford. Frimpong has advanced through the youth ranks at Manchester City. However, the right-back later joined Celtic. He was offered opportunities in the senior team in Scotland and he was successful. The player, who made 31 appearances in all competitions for the Blackreds in the current season, scored 6 goals and made 8 assists. Raphael Varane produced awful Anfield display. The 31-year-old Casemiro was not the only surprise figure who endured something of a rare horror show on the day, however, with the typically unflappable Raphael Varane also looking rather awful at the heart of the defense, according to reporter James Wakabi. For all the 29-year-old's good work in recent months, however, the World Cup winner was caught out by the ferocious nature of Liverpool's attacking triad, having been far too easily beaten by Gakpo as the Dutchman netted the game's opener. That set the tone for the car crash performance that was to follow from Varane and his teammates, with the 93-cap Titan not able to step up and lead his teammates when needed, as he won just 3 duels and made only 1 tackle in his 90-minute outing. TalkSport pundit claims Liverpool star Darwin Nunez is so much better than Antony at Manchester United. TalkSport expert Darren Bent has suggested that Liverpool forward Darwin Nunez is much better than Manchester United winger Antony. Liverpool welcomed the Uruguayan international at Anfield last summer after signing a £64 million deal with Benfica for the talented striker. While United fans may argue it's unfair to compare the two given that Antony is more of a natural winger, Nunez has actually landed on the left under Jurgen Klopp this season. The 23-year-old has scored 14 goals and scored 4 assists in 31 appearances for Liverpool. Whereas, the Brazilian managed only 8 goals and 3 assists in 30 games for United. Besides sending the ball behind the net, Nunez improved many aspects of the Reds' offensive play.